maybe I want to go
There's
over.
also the one that says, hey, I always wanted to arrest Tito Santana, so I'm going to pay to bring him in, and, also I'll sell,
wrestle.
And I'll sell my tickets if I can wrestle him.
Right, but when somebody says they got a new money mark, well, in Chris's case, that guy Adam, I don't think he was wrestling the girls.
No.
In fact, I don't even know if he was at the shows. But getting to that particular money mark, wouldn't he be in charge if it's his money? 'Cause I'm sorry, if I was investing my money in something, I wouldn't be letting somebody else fucking tell me, how things are going to be done.
That's what I was trying to explain to Chris or Jesse, whoever I was speaking to, on whoever's name at that time, was that you don't know the name, you don't know the definition of money mark. Because first of all, I haven't taken a dime out of my pocket. Okay, we have used every resource possible to advertise for this show without having to spend money. Newspaper, Facebook, Twitter, TV, internet. Just recently, we did the Facebook promotional ad.
You know what's going to happen? No matter if this show does well or does bad or does in the middle, there's going to be comments made. He's going to go in little fucking bullshit group chats with all these other little butt bangers, and they're going to talk about this and that. But meanwhile, have no clue about anything.
Nope. And here's the bottom line. Why are you going to bash it? Because if you're bashing it, you're bashing the women.
What's that change? He's been doing that anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand. Why he's doing that. Why are you bashing these women? Some of these women worked for you. Regardless if they like you or not.
Oh, he didn't bash every single one of them. Let's be honest. He didn't bash every single one of them. He bashed a good amount of them. He bashed every one of them.
He bashed Vita Scott, who we got huge feedback for about being there. He bashed. I don't want to start saying names because then
I'll say the names. I'll say them.
Yeah.
I'll say them. Aria Condenza. He bashed her. Vanity. Vita Scott. He won't bash Howard, but if I had Thunder Rosa, he'd bash her. Solo Darling, even though she's not on the show. Angel Orsini, who called Grandma, and Tasha Steele. He left the other ones alone. Mighty white of them.
Grandma. Oh my God. The funny part is that Angel would kill him. That is so disrespectful. It's one thing to say, all right, you know what? Why is she on the show? She doesn't really fit in with the other girls that are being brought in. But to call her grandma, that is so disrespectful. I mean, that's disgusting. If it wasn't for people like Angel Orsini, there wouldn't be women's wrestling. Like, how disrespectful can you be?
No, he just doesn't get it. And that's why when people say if he was running a show, or if he was part of the show, they wouldn't do it. And that's coming from somebody he didn't trash.
I don't get it. I don't. I just. There's people like I would love for like to unleash some women wrestlers that I know on him and watch them tear him apart. I would love
a joke.
I would love it. I would love to just sit down Saraya Knight and tell her everything that this guy's been doing. And how
he likes her. He likes her.
She would kill him. She would still kill him.
He actually said nice things about her.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Yes, he did. Yes, I gotta say he did. Hey, I'll call when he says normal things. I'll say it. It's just few and far between.
So he had nice things to say about Saraya Knight, but he bashed and called Angel Orsini grandma. Okay.
Grandma.
Now it makes sense that it was that.
I don't know why. I never seen Saraya Knight work. So I can't comment. I don't know. But I know he didn't bash her.
She's stiff.
I don't know anything about her.
She hurts. Oh my God! All right, so let's see. Do we get everything out of the way today? We got Let me check real quick. We did Mania. We did WrestleCon. We did Legends. We did the Warriors on the 8th. All right, so the next show in May.
May 12th is the first shot of a double shot weekend. May 12th, we're at St. Finbar's in Brooklyn, New York. Billy Gunn will be in action. Al Snow will be making an appearance. He will not be in action there. But on May 13th, we're doing a steel cage match. It's a 5-way for the No Limits title. And Al Snow will be in action that evening. That's at Fun Station. He'll be taking on the Concrete Rose Sunny Kiss.
Okay. Is Billy Gunn going to be at the Saturday show or no?
No. Billy Gunn will just be in Brooklyn as of right now.
Okay. Is there anybody of significant name going to be at the Saturday show?
Oh, at the what?
At the Saturday show, other than Al Snow.
Yeah, I just said. Yes, actually, Manny Fernandez will be in action, taking on Atticus Bull.
Manny Fernandez. That sounds like
the Raging Bull.
That sounds like an ESS guy.
It is an ESS guy. Eric Sims. And I'm sure if that guy was still working for the company, he'd be bashing this guy too.
Oh, of course. Whatever. It is what it is.
You know what? First of all, I'm sorry to keep because this guy just irks me because he's fucking clueless. But I do business with Eric. I know Richie has issues with him. But and I make fun of Eric too, but I have no issues with Eric. I like Eric. Something happened not too long ago, a few weeks ago, where I posted a personal thing, and he kind of knew what I was talking about, and he reached out to me, and I really appreciate that. He needs a place to bring the guy, and he gave me a good price. I said, yeah, that's how business is done. You work with you. Before you were even involved with this women's thing, you bring me people, then you needed a place to bring the girls. Mm-hmm. Bring them to me. That's how you do business. People don't fucking understand that.
Yep.
That's business relationships. But I guess when you fail at a business, you don't know how to do that.
Look, I still feel to this day the main reason why he failed his business is because of location and because of lack of promoting the business. He never promoted. He'd stick a banner on Facebook.
Down, he's not a fucking businessman.
You stick a banner on Facebook and you rely on Facebook to promote your show, and you put your show 10 minutes from Philadelphia in the middle of nowhere, you're going to lose all your fan base, especially when you're relying. I mean, he was relying on the Central Jersey, Staten Island fan base to be loyal to him because he worked for Warriors.
Why was he relying on Staten Island? Staten Island is far. That's an hour and a half from Philly.
It's a 2-hour ride for me. And one of those shows, we drove home in a damn blizzard. So
if I was to do a show there, I don't know where it was. You're saying Southwest Jersey, because that's pretty much what Philly is. Mm-hmm. That's a part of Jersey. Philly's there. I wouldn't rely on my staff. It would be nice, but I'm not going to rely on it. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to attack that area, and then I'm going to try to do something else besides that because I don't know unless I knew the area. But if I don't know the area, I would have to go with newspaper ads or Facebook ads and concentrate on that area. Maybe a TV ad during Raw, something like that. That's how business is done.
Right.
But if you don't know business, any type of business, you're going to fail, and he doesn't know it.
You have to
I didn't come into Warriors totally blind. I had an idea about wrestling,
right.
and I had an idea about business because my parents owned a business. I learned a lot as I went along, but I didn't just go into it blind.
Well, if you go into a blind without someone next to you with the knowledge, then you're gonna fail. You're setting yourself up for failure. And
but I should have went to him because that's what successful people do. They partner up with unsuccessful people. That's like when I see my sports teams hire a manager that has a losing record after you've been losing for 3 years. Well, that makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like the Bills hired Rex Ryan. Well, why? Why would you bring this guy in? He's done nothing.
No, it's true. I mean, sometimes it works. It worked for the Patriots.
Well, yeah, it definitely worked for the Patriots. I can't. It worked. I like to say it worked for the Yankees, even though I think Buck Showalter built that team that Joe Torre fucking inherited.
Him and Gene Michael absolutely built that team.
I don't think Joe Torre. I think and a lot of Yankee fans are going to crucify me for this one. I think Joe Torre is the most overrated fucking manager ever because he sucked previously.
Yeah, absolutely good timing. He was the right man at the right time. So, yeah, he definitely stepped in shit. Because when he went to the Dodgers, he didn't do anything after that.
Exactly, and he didn't do nothing before that. I think he managed the most games without going to a World Series. You know what I mean? I don't know why the Yankees even hired him.
I don't know if he was one of the most overrated. I'm a Met fan. I actually think Davey Johnson was one of the most overrated managers in baseball. Yeah, he managed that Met championship, but everywhere else he went, he didn't even have a team above 500.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the Orioles, the Nationals, even the USA team lost in the second round of the WBC when he ran the team. I mean,
I did not. Yeah, I didn't. I always thought Davey was a pretty good manager, and I was just judging by the Mets.
That's exactly what it was. It was because when he had the Mets, he had an awesome win total. He had a great winning percentage, but again, other guys like Terry Collins never won, had a bad reputation. He came over here, and I can't complain about the guy. I mean, the Mets are winning. He keeps the team together. He learned from his mistakes in the past, and all the pressure in New York, saying the right thing. He does what he's got to do. I like him.
The players play for him.
They do, and they play hard for him. There was kind of times the last couple of years where the Mets could have threw in the towel with all the injuries, and they didn't. They just kept sticking it out. And these kids kept coming up from the minor leagues. Never heard of them. And boom, there they are. And giving them 6 innings, 7 innings. I mean, it's just that's the way it's supposed to be. But people will say it's New York, so they can afford to do stuff like that. Where somebody like the Twins, they won't be able to do stuff like that because they don't have the resources, they don't have the money. Blah 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 blah.
Well, maybe if the Valkyrie roster fought their hearts out for Kris, he would have been successful.
Yeah, maybe. If you guys would have wrestled a little bit harder, you would have took that bump a little bit better.
You mentioned Ashley America last week on your show. She was at the studio taping today.
Was she?
Yeah, she wrestled. I'll tell you right now who she wrestled.
She's back wrestling?
I'm going to assume so.
Because she retired.
Hold on a second. I don't know what Jake did with this fucking page here. Here we go. Ashley America. I mean, she was in her gear. I would assume she wrestled.
Because she doesn't even have a Facebook page anymore.
Oh, yeah. Ari Alvarado defeated Ashley America with a double powerbomb. So like I said, I've seen her in Gimmick. I left though before the third match I think I've seen.
Which gimmick was she? The women belong in the kitchen gimmick?
Is that was her gimmick?
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that from Chris's show.
Yeah, because she was fighting Little Jeannie during one of his shows, and we couldn't get her on. Little Jeannie couldn't come on the show, so we played it off during the call that Ashley went to her house and locked her in the kitchen, and so she couldn't get to the phone. And Ashley and I were arguing back and forth about how I can make a better sandwich than her. And
I guess you don't realize people have cell phones in this day and age?
Well, Little Jeannie's old school. We don't know. Does she have a flip phone?
She's old, that's for sure. She's old now.
It's Grandma.
I mean, Jeannie was there before me at Gleason's.
Oh, there you go. Little Jeannie Darso. That's funny.
Is that her last name?
Yeah, Darso.
I wonder whatever happened to her.
Let me see. Is she still on? See if she's still on Facebook.
I don't know. I haven't heard from her.
No, I don't even think she's on Facebook anymore. I guess she disappeared. I don't know. Some people don't know how to adjust to civilian life after wrestling, so they kind of just disappear.
She was in the Army.
Oh, I was just using that as a joke. That she really was. Oh. I guess now it's fitting.
I think that's what she got impregnated. It was in the Army.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Well, at least it wasn't on Gleason's gym.
That I know of. I think she was gone from there first. I can tell you stories about her. I'm not going to do it on the air. I like her, so.
Nope, please don't. Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, so just let people know where they can get tickets for all these shows.
WarriorsOfWrestling.com, both shows. But be careful which one you click. The front row is sold out for the